Excellent work, Bungie. Excellent work indeed. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Force with another video discussing Destiny, and today I want to talk with you about loot. It was just last week where I put up a video talking about the Treasure Cave and all of its iterations and how people will continuously farm locations like the Treasure Cave unless we get better rewards from strikes and the Crucible and just better rewards from doing something, unless they incentivize doing something other than farming places like the Treasure Cave. Well, just so happens that patch 1.0.2 just went live, and it did exactly that. They have greatly incentivized doing the Tiger Strikes, which is the level 24 strike, by adding a blue and purple engrams as potential rewards for completing them. So beyond what you get at the end screen, you also have a chance to get blue and purple engrams from running Tiger Strike playlist. Then, in addition to that, they've added to the daily heroic mission for the first time you complete that, a chance to get blue and or purple engrams, as well as for the weekly heroic mission. So this afternoon, I decided to jump in and just test all of this out. I played for a single hour, and I did those three things. I did a single Tiger Strike, I did the daily heroic mission, as well as the weekly heroic strike. And in that process, I got all of this, a ton of blue engrams. I even got a purple engram. Now you're gonna say, well, Force, what's the big deal? You got a purple engram, you're probably just gonna get a blue item from it, har har har. Along with this patch, with them increasing the drop rate of engrams for completing things like the daily and weekly heroics, as well as the Vanguard Tiger Strikes, they've also made it so that legendary engrams will now always produce a legendary quality or higher item. So you can get a legendary or exotic from any legendary engrams. So what this means is now when you see a legendary engram, you're actually going to get something that's good. You don't have to worry about getting screwed over and getting the blue gear from a legendary engram. It's so satisfying. I picked up a legendary engram, I decoded it. Unfortunately, it ended up being an item for another class, but I broke that down and I got some Ascended Shards, and that's perfect because that's exactly what I need to level up, and I hit level 29 today. Oh, fantastic work, Bungie, fantastic work. A couple other things from the patch. Rare, which are the blue engrams, will now always produce a rare quality or higher and have a higher chance for legendary. There's been a higher chance for legendary gear as well. So you got a better chance from blue engrams to get legendary gear from it. And there's been some changes to the materials. Ascended Shards and Energy have been promoted to the legendary quality from the rare quality, which makes sense because you use these materials, the Ascended Shards and Energy, you use them to upgrade your legendary gear, so it makes sense that the materials themselves are legendary. So they've made some minor tweaks, and it's been a significant overhaul. Now I don't feel the need to go find a chest spawn run or to try to farm mobs in a location. Now I feel like I can just run Tiger Strikes nonstop, and I'm gonna get good gear. In addition to the rewards at the end, I'll be picking up some blue engrams, maybe even some purple engrams. And now I know that those purple engrams are actually gonna give me purple gear. Wow, would you look at that? It's a strange concept, but it's really good that I think that they got rid of that extra layer of RNG. So now you know there's still randomness in terms of what item that you're going to get and whether or not it's even going to be for your class if it's a piece of gear. But you know it is going to be purple at least now, and that is very, very satisfying, because at the very least you can break it down for those materials which we desperately need once you get to level 20 plus and you start picking up legendaries. You'll, if you're not there yet, you'll eventually get in a position where you understand that you are constantly searching, more so for even the legendary gear itself, because you can acquire a full set of legendary gear in just a couple of weeks from Vanguard marks or Crucible marks. That's not the hard part. The hard part is upgrading it with those materials. So very satisfying, great changes. I am very, very happy that Bungie listened to the community and responded with positive adjustments to the looting system in the game. Now, problems still persist. The biggest problem for someone like myself who has played this game a crap ton, I think at this point I'm pushing in around, I think it's like around 70 or 80 hours at this point. There's not much to do anymore. Really, the only thing that I have left to do is dive into the raid, but that's it. You know, I've seen all the content other than that. So there's going to be some fatigue setting in, I think, for a lot of people come a few weeks after launch. And it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to that. Hopefully, after this Queen's Wrath event, they actually bring an event that people who are at the end game want to do, because frankly, I don't feel like doing Queen's Wrath. There's not any reward for me. There's no reason for me to level up her reputation, because anything that she gives isn't anything that I need. So I'm looking forward to seeing in the coming weeks and months what Bungie adds to the game. Obviously, we've got that upcoming DLC. I will also be very interested to see what exactly is in that, if it's a couple more strikes, if it's 1 or 2 more raids, or more importantly, are we gonna get a new zone? That'd be nice, Bungie. That would be nice indeed. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Stay tuned. We'll be doing more Destiny coverage in the future as we go through the coming weeks and months and sort of evolving with the game. I'm just going to be interested to see how it goes. Have a fantastic afternoon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep watching and keep owning.